how we can make our life meaningful before we die. Why do we make our life meaningful? Because the theory is that, or the idea is that when we die, the experience has to be pleasurable experience. Now, what that pleasurable experience means, the analogy given is as if a knife is cutting through a butter. The soul should leave body in that smooth fashion. It should be completely painless activity. And we can achieve that, such painless experience when we die, if we live by 3 L's. And those 3 L's are love, live, and legacy. If we love well, hopefully we will die peacefully. If we live well, we will die peacefully. If we leave a legacy, a well-meaning legacy, again we will, when we depart, the departure will be smooth and happy. When we talk about love, the first L, all of us have somebody that we love a lot, right? There is somebody in our life, or something in our life, where our heart goes tender. Or when we go away from that somebody or something, our heart grows fonder. So whenever that heart goes tender or fonder, we are in love with that person or thing. And that person could be somebody in our family, our kids, our wife, our parents, or it could be a thing, which could be, I don't know whether nation is a thing, but it could be nation, or it could be God for that matter, for some people. So, whatever it is, we need to love. And first, I think Alan last time made mention of pets. So pets can be another person or thing to love. But when we say we love, we have to devote time. In our Cisco culture, right? When we say something is a priority, we have to put dollars behind that. If we don't put dollars behind it, probably it is not a priority. Right? So for love, when we say we love someone or something, we have to invest time. Time is the currency of love. If we don't devote time for the person we love, we probably are not doing a good job. And we have to communicate that love through gestures. And typically in Indian family, my mother shows her love by feeding me. I think Zahid is showing love to his friends now. The second part is live. And we have to live in harmony. We have to live a balanced life. And that balance is really between 3 things: health, wealth, and purpose. We cannot have good health but no purpose. It's a life wasted. At the end, when we really reach the end, we will think, we are really healthy, but I really didn't do anything in life meaningful. Obviously, we have to have purpose. If we don't have purpose, then again, it's not meaningful. And we should also have wealth. I think wealth is, of course, many times perceived as evil, but we need wealth to educate our children, to promote, make healthy kids. I think we talked about food earlier, so we have to feed our children. So wealth is also important. So that balance is important. If we strike that balance, I think we are doing a good job. The last L is really legacy. When we really depart, will there be someone who will say that, oh, if Nitin was around, he would have taken decisions in this manner. He would have done this. If we have that somebody or some people behind after we go who think in that fashion, I think we are leaving a legacy. The classic example again is Mahatma Gandhi. Right? All of us know that whenever we talk about non-violence, we think of Mahatma Gandhi. And that Mahatma Gandhi is in all of us. Right? That soul is living within me right now. So he is in a way immortal. So if we live that legacy, I think we are doing well. So to summarize, if we love well, if we live well, and if we leave good legacy, I think we will live a good life that will be inspiration to all of us, inspiration to our children, our family, and near ones. And we will die a smooth death. To end this session, I will just say, begin with the end in mind. Thank you.